Yeah, obviously, we had to recover and respond from what was a disappointing result of the weekend and prep for this game. We know that Washington are unbeaten so far in the league. They're a good side. They've got a good, I know Mark very well. They've got a good head coach and, um, really good attacking threats. They're a good team, but we can be on our day a very, very good team. I thought we started so brightly against Orlando, and I think that was the disappointing thing. Was it's probably the best we've played for the first 30 minutes, and then, I think we just let them back into the game, gave them momentum, and ended up losing. So, it's unlike us to do that. We need to respond well. We need a big response this weekend. The team have trained well this week, and we know it's a hard away trip, but we've got to grind it out on the road now.
Tony.
Good morning, Coach. I just wanted to ask, now that the team has seen victory and defeat in this season, what does this show you now about the group that you have moving forward? And has this group and squad shown you something that maybe you didn't expect at the beginning of the season that you see now?
I think I'll know this weekend. We've obviously come off of results and won. We also responded after the rain game and went and played Portland in the Challenge Cup and responded from that defeat. And that was a really hard defeat to take in the 95th minute, and they responded well. So, I know my team will respond this weekend. I expect them to respond this weekend. They will want to respond and react and get a result. So, yeah, I'm not concerned at all. It's so early on. Obviously, we've taken some injuries, which isn't ideal, but that's the nature of the game, and we have to prepare everybody to play, and we will prepare everybody to play. So I've learned that where other people miss out, other people can step in, and I think that's really important.
And then some of the reaction around town has been a little bit of shock when they see Melanie Barcenas getting herself some minutes, especially with her being 15, but not knowing really that in the sport and football that tends to happen, especially in Europe as well. Can you just give us a little bit of insight as what the mentality goes into making that decision of having Melanie get her first minutes?
Yeah, I find it interesting that people are shocked here. Like, it's common practice in Europe that young players make debuts all the time. A 15-year-old made their debut for Barcelona men last week. So, it's not new in Europe. It's obviously new here because of your collegiate system and the way people enter into sport here. The reason I put her on, when I made the decision to put her on, it was 2-1, and she's a very talented player. And I thought she could create and give us an opportunity to get a goal back. Unfortunately, just before she went on, we conceded again, but it didn't change my decision. I thought she went on and she was bright, she was fearless. She needs to learn when, she's beaten a player to deliver and shoot in those areas, and I think she'll learn that as she goes with experience. But yeah, it was about giving her minutes and it was about getting her on, and I'm glad that she's been able to have a debut. She'll learn and grow from it now.
And then just final question, is there any difference that you're noticing from coaching, say, some veterans to this literal new generation of players, maybe in coachability or just overall insight about the game itself?
There's obviously differences in generations, absolutely. A lot of players are literal, so you have to be very mindful about what information you give them, and this is a picture and you can still make decisions with it, and how you create decision making within your practices is really important because they are literal. And also I think we have great senior role models in our environment that teach the young players about professionalism and what it is to be a professional and how I can be a professional at the very, very highest level for many years. So it's not all about what we impart onto them as staff, it's about what the players give them too.
Perfect. Thank you.